Andrew, this is Peter. You've just seen our team. We're Heart of the Bay Islands, Arts for the Ages. So we looked at the islands through the ageing and aged care lens. With over 4% of the country's population, approximately 250,000 people living in care facilities and over 750,000 receiving home care, it's essential, I can read off this, to address the needs of the island's residents and their ability to assist themselves financially. The World Health Organisation recommends a doctor population ratio of 1 to 1,000. In Australia, we've got an even higher ratio. We've done really well, between 3.5 and 4.4 in rural to urban. The islands is 1 to 6,000, so there's probably an issue there. Thinking at a higher level, our aim on the islands, because we've all seen the socio-economic data, is to increase choices and opportunities through financial freedom for all residents of the islands. So how are we going to do that? We want to build on the island's assets. We want to increase the opportunity, diversity, density and finance base of all residents whilst retaining the island's character. We want to celebrate the past, the history. We want to acknowledge the island's lifestyle and unique character because that's very important. We want to create opportunity for all residents. We want to develop resilient social networks across the islands, strengthening and enhancing the island identity, civic and social pride, all benefit when we do that. Future-proofing infrastructure through appropriate and well-planned investments critical. Embracing new technologies and old ones, very important. And respecting, protecting and restoring the natural environment are all key. So we did a workshop. The diagram on the left is what we sort of workshopped in the thing. And then on the right is the plan that we drew off a bit more neatly to be more digestible. And Peter here is going to talk through those ideas. Thanks. The one thing I didn't say was that we focused on Macleay, Carragara and Lamb Islands. Obviously the intent is that this is scalable and a more in-depth study would obviously help us pinpoint the real activity locations.
The big idea is the concept of a green spine right through Macleay Island and Lamb Island and continuing principle right through to Carragara. The way we get there is by 2 bridges. The way we pay for the bridges is to activate the actual bridges with development, which will stimulate the central core. And this is the heart of our development, and this development becomes the heart of the islands, and the islands become the heart of the bay. The rest of the concept is to activate that green spine with small elements all the way through activity centres and art installations so that people have a trail to run through right up to the activated beaches at the top.